Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Trang Tries It, where I try spiritual and metaphysical reading so that you can see if you like it, and if you do, you can click down the link below to support these small businesses. So I have a really exciting episode for you guys today. I am actually getting 8 psychics to draw my soulmate. That's right, guys. Today we are trying to find Trang a boyfriend. Okay, So with soulmates, they can be like your best friend. Soulmates can also be like someone you're really close to, like a parent or even like someone at work. However, I'm just going to give the benefit of the doubt that these psychics that are drawing these soulmates are going to be, when they say soulmate drawing, they mean a relationship soulmate. For more information, check out our video on soulmates and twin flames and the difference, or you can visit our blog at thehappyhealingshop.com. And as always, before we get started, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button down below so you get notified on when the next episode will air. All right, let's see what soulmate drawings I got from these 8 psychics.
Okay, so let's see here. Looks like Fiverr and Etsy, based on what I've seen online, are the 2 places that have a lot of, I guess you call them psychic soulmate drawings. Let's see what we have here on Fiverr. Excuse my many millions of tabs open. I'm sure you guys can relate. All right, so we have a couple of them. The thing is, sometimes I wonder, are these the style of sketches they actually draw, or are they just using like, I don't know, stock image photos? All right, I'm gonna try to go for the ones that have high ratings, obviously, and the ones where it looks like they've done quite a few readings. Okay, I kind of don't, if you guys ever see something where it says like cast a love spell or whatnot, I know sometimes people do that, or like it might be some, I'm gonna call it witchy things and stuff like that, but just so you guys know, people might say, oh, you can do spells and that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's like a different way of saying I can help you with affirmations and stuff for self-love, which is different versus like casting an actual spell on other people. Remember that at the end of the day, we always have free will and no one can take away our free will. So let's say like if some psychic or witch decides to cast a spell on me, with my intention, you can always protect yourself. Not to be even scared at all or anything like that. Like when people say, oh, you're cursed and stuff like that, you are so much more powerful than that. So when it comes to like these spells and whatnot, not really a fan of that, just because the way we teach, you are much more powerful and people can't put things on you like that. They just can't, because that's not allowed. It just doesn't work that way. Let's go over to Etsy. Soulmate. What? Soul Eater. All right. Let's do soulmates and soulmate drawing. Okay, I think I've narrowed it down to a couple based on their ratings and the amount of readings they've done, I guess. So these are the 7 I am going to try, and we'll see what comes out of it. So for this one, I found through a YouTube ad, believe it or not. And of course, they did like a very beautiful, touching type of ad about this man who's a psychic. He grew up with all these abilities and blacked out and whatnot. And now he still works on the streets doing portraits and whatnot. So it took me to this masterwangdrawings.com, and I went through the prompts and talks about, they ask for your name and I think your gender preference and whatnot. And as you kind of go through it, it costs, I think, about $20 for this one. And then it's done within maybe a day. And they email you that it's ready. Keep in mind that they sign you up in a newsletter, which you can unsubscribe to anytime. And it's very, I wouldn't say spammy. It's just like you get a lot of, would you like to upgrade and get a little psychic reading about this soulmate of yours and whatnot. So after a while, after like a couple of days, I just unsubscribed because it was getting a little bit too out of hand for me. But they'll send you the information to log in, and then there you see the sketch.
Okay, guys, so now it's time for the reveal. Are you guys ready? I have the men here. Oh God, it's so dirty. Ooh. Anyways, okay, ready? And guess what? I don't have them because, let's be honest, if I just showed you a screen share or of what I have on my computer, then that is going to be a more of a clear photo for you.
Okay, let's see contestant number 1. I feel like I'm in one of those, sounds like one of those shows where you kind of go, those dating shows back in the day where there's a curtain or a wall or a door and you're like, well, let's see here. Contestant number 1, what do you like to do in your spare time? Or something like that. Anywho's all right, so this first sketch here, he is done by Fiverr, GirolamoArtist here. He seems, I think this is the roughest sketch, to be honest. He seems really, how do I say this? Like, where's his nose? He seems washed out. And he also looks kind of unhappy. Kind of like that face kind of looks like, eh. Okay. It's number 1.
So FYI, for some of these artists, they do in some of their services add a little description about what the guy is. So we're going to read through some of them today. Okay, so Fiverr GirolamoArtist says, pretty much summed up, there's a little intro about souls connecting and how it works. Okay, this person is a star-like individual, has a vibe of popular man. He has Libra and Leo energy strong in his natal chart. Balanced man with a healthy lifestyle that has a set schedule he follows. All right, he lives alone. He is in this very moment alone. All right. Spiritual man, one who will do everything you need, everything you ask of him or not, it can be adjusted exactly to your life and needs. It'll be helpful. This person you can count on and support you without asking for anything in return. That's nice. And what will never be the second plan? Okay, this is a part that's kind of like, meh. As long as you don't earn more than him and your status is 2 or even more levels below them, everything is perfect. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work because I'm I don't know about that. He will not tolerate to be less than you to be second. All right, he's stubborn, proud, and prefers to be moral and follow intuition. He is attentive, calculated, cautious, well-mannered, responsible, tenacious, pragmatic, ambitious man. All right, so that is GirolamoArtist with your sketch. That is the guy that's, I guess, like kind of washed out and has a face that's kind of like, eh.
Okay, this one, person number 2 is Fiverr, done by HeavenlySpells. I think it's a more detailed sketch. Yeah, and also he looks tired. I feel like he could use some more sleep. Looks like that. Okay, person number 3 on Fiverr, done by TheMagicPotion. Now this person looks like someone, he has kind of like a familiar face. I feel like just kind of someone I've known. Not even I've just seen walking around, you know how sometimes people come to you and they're like, have we met before? And you're like, no. They're like, oh, you just look like someone I feel like I know. And you're like, all right. So there's that. I just realized for person number 1, number 2, did they kind of look alike? Anyways, this is person 3. And then person number 4 is done by Etsy, Psychic Astro Angel. This one is obviously more like, I wouldn't say cartoon, just more of like, I guess you can say cartoon sketch maybe. This is another person that kind of has a familiar face as well. So, but I swear, I feel like with all these 8 photos, I haven't met them in real life before. So do they look alike? No, they don't. Different facial structures.
So Etsy's Psychic Astro Angel also offers a little description here for the guy. How to make a wish. Okay, it just talks about, it seems like it's like suggesting kind of like a ritual. You choose the right time for making a wish. Example, the day the higher forces are most attuned to receiving signals. At this time, the celestial object is most fulfilled with the energy of the universe and cosmos and is susceptible to the flow of human emotions. So on a full moon, show the drawing to the moon, so I guess the sketch to the moon, read your wish and hide it under your pillow and go to bed thinking about it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. That sounds... You need to focus on your dream, imagining in detail its individual parts and your own emotions after execution. Make a wish, say it quietly and clearly. The main thing is to focus on what you want and imagine its concrete implementation. Now I understand like with manifestation, like, or just even like meditating on like what good qualities you want in a partner, then that I totally do. But you don't really need, you don't have to have fancy rituals. It can be just as simple as meditating and talking to your spirit guides or journaling, things like that. More information, check out our blog at thehealingshop.com. Okay, remember, never tell anyone about your intentions, especially magical ones. Even after performing the ritual, be silent. And when you start to feel effect, even more so. All rituals are performed alone, tuning in only for a positive result, excluding negative thoughts and doubts.
Photo number 5 is from Etsy August Psychic Artist. So this one, it's funny because when I saw this photo, the first thing I thought was like, oh, he looks so dapper with his outfit. I feel like he has like a hat or maybe like a fancy schmancy walking stick, or maybe even like a cup of tea and biscuits in his hands. I don't know. Anyway, so that's kind of what and also he looks tired. He looks like he can use more sleep too.
Okay, Etsy's August Psychic Art has a little description of the person with the Soulmate drawing service. He is a mature, emotionally person. I think that's a little spelling error right there. He isn't looking for someone to compensate for his shortcomings and weaknesses or to complete that incompleteness. That's nice. Instead, it seems like a well-reassured dude. He is looking for someone to share a life with as equals and appreciate independently of themselves. Your soulmate is aware that all relationships need both partners to put in effort. It's about balance, about the give and take. I really resonate with this description here, like what I look for in a partner. Your soulmate places communication as a high. Many, if not most, issues can be worked out if you have the ability to communicate with one another. Being able to talk openly and knowing that you will be heard and not ignored or dismissed are the things you will feel with your soulmate. Your soulmate will live with integrity and speak up about problems instead of engaging underhanded tactics such as passive-aggressive behavior, withdrawing affection. Your soulmate will treat you with respect by not criticizing you relentlessly, embarrassing you in front of others, or trying to control you. The soulmate knows the significant other's love language, from acts of service to affection to spending quality time together to verbal expression for gifts. I am actually not a gifts person when it comes to that. That's just an FYI, in case you are watching, Mr. Future Boyfriend. You are very compatible with him around 83%. That's a quite a specific number, 83%. You're probably going to meet this person in the next month, depending on your day-to-day habits. Wish you luck, and that's it. Oh, and caution: this reading and drawing can only be seen by the person whom it is intended. Please do not show this reading or drawing to anyone, especially avoid ill wishers and people who might envy. Otherwise, the line of fate may change due to the mixing of energies. Isn't that the same exact copy and paste description that the other person wrote? Are these like two of the same? Are these the same artists? Anyways, who knows? Maybe they just copied from somewhere and just pasted there. So that's that.
Okay, this is done. Person number 6 is done by Etsy Psychic Mental Artist. The first thing I thought of when I saw this photo was, you look like that vampire in Twilight. Was it Edward Cullen, played by Robert Pattinson? Kind of like he could be the younger brother of him, very long eyelashes, but I feel like a lot of guys have long eyelashes anyways. So yeah, maybe I'll be dating a vampire, who knows?
Okay, so also with the Psychic Mental Artist on Etsy, they include a little description as part of the service that they offer with the psychic drawing. All right, let's see. Kind of man who gives up inhibitions and feels around others and knows them for a long time. Relaxed, casual attitude. All right, cool. Makes feel good around him. No longer rigid and concerned about the impression they make. He's a man who likes authenticity and free speech and will not let anyone force him in any way. Quickly distances himself from people with whom he does not feel comfortable or who are false. Okay, so it looks like he's this sketch of a guy, this drawing, this dude. Sounds like maybe he's intuitive, or he just is a no BS dude. He has enthusiasm and characterizes him. He's still mature, self-controlled man who knows what he wants from life and knows what his priorities are. He does not want to waste his own life, so he works hard enough to leave something behind and feel that he has lived a fulfilled life. He'll like you freely and without inhibitions. He'll appreciate your enthusiasm and sense of humor. and moreover, your ability to come with new ideas that arouse his interest. This relationship with him will feel like a real adventure in which you will not have much time to get bored, because he always keeps things moving and takes care to bring that element of novelty that keeps the relationship fresh no matter how long the relationship is. He believes in sincere and genuine love and will engage in serious relationships with you, wanting for you to feel the same towards your connection. He enriches you with love. He'll bring out the best in you while giving you confidence, security, and respect. He's a very intelligent man, will always know how to handle certain situations emotionally and physically. God bless you and your family. Misspelled. Now this is interesting. Okay, well, first of all, this guy sounds nice. But again, it's like we'll have to see how it plays out, right? Because it sounds nice, but at the same time, it could be like, oh, it could be sound generic too. This is the part where I'm like, I don't know. But it's when they have this little caution here. It says, this reading can only be seen by the person for whom it is intended. Please do not show this reading to anyone, especially avoid ill wishers and people who might envy. Otherwise, the line of fate may change due to the mixing of energies. This is interesting because, at the Happy Healing Shop, we teach about how you are always powerful. Like we want to empower people. When people say anything like that, spells, curses, or even just kind of like, protection, like you are powerful enough to protect yourself. So if you want to do crystals, check out our blog. Also, we offer ways to combat negative energy or also have psychic protection, www.thehappyhealingshop.com. But yeah, we teach in ways where you can do it yourself and you don't want to feel like you're helpless, because you really aren't. If you are the type to use crystals like tourmaline or black onyx, go ahead. Or sometimes if you're the type to be like, I'm gonna meditate and just imagine, visualize like a bubble of white light around me and that no one can poke through it, that's another technique as well, or grounding techniques and stuff like that. So when I read that, I'm like, okay, but right now I'm obviously showing it for Trang Tries It, but I don't feel like you guys watching in on this is going to make this a less fateful or a less, what do you call them? Like less terrible experience, or my fate is going to change. The thing that I learned is like, if you are meant to meet a person, you will meet them. It's up to you with your free will if you choose to stay with them or date them or entertain them or whatnot. So the reason is, once Maria and I had a chat with my grandpa in the afterlife, and this is like an offline chat. So I asked, if I didn't end up working at this company and Maria was there, would we have met any other way? Or is it one of those things where we would have had a missed connection? And he was showing when I was at a temp job that I was filling in for maybe about 2 months, Maria would have eventually landed to be a client there, and I would have met her eventually as well. It might have taken a longer time, and we would have built a rapport. What's that word? Rapport? Pretty much like a friendship or a relationship, work relationship, like slowly over time. So it's one of those things where like, that's where I learned you will meet the people you're meant to, and it's up to you if you want to keep them or not keep them in your life.
Okay. Photo number 7 is done by Etsy Art Zen Artist. Nice eyes and nice cheekbones. So I can say, I feel like this is, I feel like if I say anything on some of these photos, and let's say like I end up with someone else, they're going to see this YouTube video, be like, oh, you were like complimenting and smitten by this guy, and you said nothing about my photos. Oh man. Or I also imagine if I went on a date and I take these sketches and I'm like, you don't look like these sketches. I don't know about you. No, just kidding. All right, let's get to the last one. Photo number 8, MasterWangDrawings.com. I think this is actually the best sketch, most detailed. It kind of reminds me of America's Most Wanted. Not like that this guy looks like a fugitive at all. God, that came out wrong. But just more so like how detailed the sketching is. So I feel like if you take this sketch and you kind of can take it outdoor, to a park or whatever, just try to find someone that looks like that. You can be like, oh, this is my friend, this is what he looks like, and I can't find him. So I feel like this is a really good detailed sketch out of all of them. So yeah, also he looks tired. He looks like he needs more sleep too. What's up with all these guys looking tired? Maybe that's what happens when you get older. Anywho's, so yeah, those are the 8 photos that I got from 8 different psychic artists that offered drawing your soulmate as a service.
So to recap, here are all the portraits again of my soulmate drawings. So my thoughts on this type of service is, well, let's see here. It's really hard for me to say right now because I don't know. Like, I feel like this needs to be a part 2 with the guy that I end up with in this video. So you could be like, oh my goodness, so-and-so artist got it right, or the psychic got it right, you know? And so yeah, it's just kind of like, this is like a pending video. If you guys enjoy this video as much as I had fun in making it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below so you get notified on the next episode. Also, write down below what you think about the services, the drawings that you saw out of all the 8 that I collected, which ones were your favorite, or any other thoughts you have on this. Also, let me know if you want a part 2 where I make a second video with the guy I end up with. If you're into metaphysical and spiritual stuff and want to learn things such as developing your psychic abilities and intuition, or even become an energy practitioner such as a certified Reiki master, or even build your own spiritual business, we do offer a lot of courses online, so make sure to check out thehappyhealingshop.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.